Hey, what's up? It's Roy here. So today I have the Spigen Thin Fit P case. Now the P stands for S Pen, not the yellow stuff, but this is for the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 4. Now it's going to come in around $69. Nice. But you can get an instant $10 off currently at checkout. So if you want to buy this case after watching this video, then do follow my Amazon affiliate link down below. Now let's go ahead and take a real quick peek at the actual packaging here. So just like all other Spigen boxes, this is exactly what it looks like. You have a picture of the actual case. As you can see here, the S Pen, which it does say S Pen not included, but obviously. And then, yeah, so there's that. This is the color black. So let's get this out. Pull it out here. Okay. Get this out of the way. So inside we do have our just little extra strips here for the adhesive stuff. They always throw in some stuff in here. So this is about their chargers. Here's an installation guide if I can pick it up. So got that here, which pretty straightforward stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, it does remind you to take the protective film off of the cases. Now it is a two-part case, as you can see here, like most of these. So you have this part here for the front of the phone, and then of course this is for the back of the phone here. Now in the interior of this, it is very reminiscent of Spigen Thin Fit cases, right? So you have kind of a basic interior. Most of them don't have this. It's usually the same material as the actual product. And then of course there's some Spigen branding inside there. It does remind you that there is air cushion technology. So what that means, it's like little airbags in the corners of the case. So if you drop it, it's supposed to help dissipate the energy away so you don't break your $1,800 investment. And then on the front, this is the piece here. There is those adhesive strips, as you can see there. But then you see this design here, which you can fit an S Pen in, which I happen to have one. So we'll play around with that. So let's get this bad boy installed. So first, let's get all these little adhesive strips off. So it's kind of a tedious thing, but you got to do it. As you can see here, there's this one here. And then this one here. Okay. So I usually do the back first, which is a very simple install. It's just like a normal phone case, right? So you're just gonna pop it in like so. And that's the back installed. So as you can see here, it looks, like I said, just like a normal thin fit case on the back. And then putting the front on, the front typically is the one that gives people the most issues. And when I say people, I mean me, because the cases I've installed so far, it just doesn't play very nice. So what you're gonna do is basically just kind of get those lined up. And then you're just gonna push up against the phone, hoping and praying that that adhesive stripping around actually sticks. If you remember, there was one here that kind of goes on the side here as well. So all in all, it should stay on in theory, but that is the case installed. So as you can see here, like I said, that thin fit styling is very prominent inside of this case here. You do have that same kind of matte black material that we've all come to know and love if you are a Spigen fan. Doesn't show any fingerprints, but it definitely does have the whole smudging issue. So if you have oils on your hands or you ate some potato chips or something, you're definitely going to want to wipe it down. There's some Spigen branding there, as you can see. Do have these little feet here that are going to help the anti-rocking of the case. But that's the back there. I really like the lip around it for the cameras, as you can see there. Definitely have some good lens protection, but it is very nicely raised right there. And then going to the front, as you can see here, this is the styling of the front. Now, the only thing that I don't like about this case so far, as I can tell, is how that S Pen kind of sticks out. So yes, I understand that it is functional and obviously allowing you to put an S Pen in there, which I have right here. But the point is that it is just kind of one of those things where it just sticks out quite a bit. So it just already makes a big case bigger. As you can see there, how much more it sticks out. But when you do put the S Pen in, that's the look of it there. So it does fit nicely in there, and being able to get it out, let's see how easy that is. And it's not that bad. It's meant to be tough, obviously, so that way it doesn't fall out. But there's the look of the S Pen installed, and doesn't interfere with your power button and your volume up and down buttons either when you do have it there. So just something to point out. And then with the lips around the front of the phone, as you can see there, definitely has some very good lips that are raised around that front screen. So you're definitely going to get some good screen protection. Now the poor hinge is left out in the cold. There is no cover or anything like that protecting the hinge. So that is just something to keep in mind, that it will be exposed to scratches at least. Now looking around the case itself, this is the way that the bottom looks here. So nice generous cutout there for the speakers, and then your USB-C charging port and your microphone there. Looking here on the side here, like I said, you do have the actual power button and volume up and down button nicely exposed. And then going to the top here, you do see, obviously we got our nice cutouts there as well. Opening it up to the whole entire screen, there's kind of the borders and how it would look. Definitely has some decent screen protection for the inside too. As you can see here against my fingers, there are some raised lips there. Opening and closing it so far, I can tell that the adhesion is working very nicely. It is not moving around like some of the other cases I've been testing for this Fold 4. So that is nice to report. It's just for whatever reason, these Z Fold 4 cases, like right here at the hinge, just wants to start moving around. But this one seems to do a pretty decent job. So putting it face down, there is no shaking. Putting it back down, there is going to be some shaking, as you can see there, but it's just kind of to be expected with that big giant camera bump. This was supposed to kind of help a little bit, but obviously it really doesn't. And then opening it all the way, let's see, with it closed, you can kind of see the whole, smiling effect going on there. That's something I've noticed as well with the Z Fold 4. It doesn't just lay completely flat, but that's kind of the look of it laying down. So next, let's go ahead and test the actual wireless charging capabilities of this actual case. So I have my Spigen, Qi wireless charger here. So I'm just going to slap it on, and let's see what it does. There we go. So as you can see there, it is wirelessly charging. I had to imagine it would, since this is an extremely thin case, but at the end of the day, obviously got to do it. So you can do Google Pay and all that with this, Samsung Pay. Nothing is really, not going to give you any issues, and you can do your reverse wireless charging as well. So all in all, guys, with this type of case, being able to store your S Pen, which as you can see, I'm having quite the fun time actually getting that S Pen out. It's kind of a pain in the almost said it, pain in the butt. So at the end of the day, it's nice that you can take your S Pen with you and do your stuff and use it and all that. But for me, I just wouldn't be using an S Pen very much. And if I did, I'd probably want it just like in my bag instead of on the side of the phone. Because like I said, it's just one of those things where it already makes a thick, chunky phone even chunkier, because it does extend out further than the rest of the phone. So it just kind of feels a little awkward when you're holding it, but maybe that's okay to you if you are using it as a power user and multitasking with this type of phone. But ultimately, you know, seems to do just fine. Seems to work, seems to stay on very nicely. So yeah, there we go. So hit that like button if you liked the video. If you loved it, please subscribe, ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. So be safe, God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.